Hello, I am Ami Bhadani and I will show you how to deploy simple application on EC2 instance using Docker. Here I am using Ruby on Rails to create application. I have already created application that is PhotoSite application. I'll show you what is the application is doing. So my application is running and here it is my application. So it shows the list of user, and when you click on the username it will show you the photos and comment on that photo and posted by. So from here when you click on this username it will shows the photo and comment related to that user. So in this application I have created three tables: user, photo and comment. In user table, first name and last name are data that I have entered, and in photo table, user ID, date, time and file name. Comment table, photo ID, user ID, date, time and comment text. So I have manually added data in the table using this script file, and for photos I have used S3 bucket. So here I have given link to S3 bucket in my HTML page. I haven't stored it in locally. So now let's see how to create S3 bucket. So log into AWS Management Console and click on S3. So create bucket, give bucket name and create bucket. So this is the name of bucket. Click on the name, upload photo, add files, select all photos that you wanted to add and then upload photos. So here photo is uploaded successfully. Exit. So now give the permission to this photo to access publicly. So under the permission tab, here I click on edit under the block public access. Click. It will show you that a selected box of block all public access. Deselect this and save changes. So now we will generate bucket policy for the bucket. Click on edit. First copy the ARN and then generate policy. In this page select S3 bucket policy. Here I will give it star as we are going to access it publicly. Select action, get job, get object, give you ARN plus add slash star, add statement, generate policy. Select this entire object and copy that object. close. Now go back to the management console and in the policy paste that object that we have generated. Save changes. So now we have given public access to that bucket. Go to the bucket. Now when you click on the image, you can access object URL. So this URL is a public URL. You can access photo by this URL. So this will show you photo. Yeah. So I have used this link in my project here, and I access all photos from S3 bucket. So now we are dockerizing application. For that we have to create Docker file that will create image. So Docker file is basically a command that install whatever is needed for application to run. So in this is my Docker file. In this I have given base image is Ruby 3.0, and I have installed this command Node.js, SQLite, bundler, yarn, and bundle that I required for this application to run. And I have make work directory here, working directory, and copy them files to working directory, copy everything to working directory, and port number 3000 is assigned. And also I have given command to run Rails server. So now we have created Docker file. So we will build image using this Docker file. In CMD type Docker This will show you the running images and container ID is this, and image ID is this. So now we will build image using the command docker build. So I will just paste it that I have already used this command to create images. The image name will be PhotoSite app. It will take some time to build image. So now image is built successfully. Now we will run docker container. So for that write docker command docker run. This is the port number that I have assigned. This is optional to give name a container, but I will prefer to give name. And in the last image name. So now run this command. This will generate a container. So our container is built and running. Now we will push this container to Docker Hub. For that we need to create a Docker repository, that is here in the Docker Hub. We need to create repository, give name to repository, that PhotoSite, and I will give it public access, create. So now I have created repository. In the Docker cmd we will log into Docker Hub using docker login command. Now I have logged successfully. Now we will run the command docker image ls to see the list of images that I have. So we are working on the latest image that I have created already. I have created 4 minutes ago. So now we will give a tag latest to this image. So here using tag PhotoSite app image name and tag and the repository name. There is my user ID and the repository name. After that we will run docker push. So the command is docker push username and repository name. So it will take time, so I will be back when it is completely pushed to repository. So now I have pushed container to Docker Hub repository. Now we will create instance. So in the management console, click on launch instance. From here I will select Ubuntu server. Select T2 micro as it is a free tier eligible. In this we are not going to configure any detail. 8 is enough for us to click on next, configure security group. We will configure security group later. So for now we are going to review and launch. Here you will create a key page, generate new key pair, give name, download it and launch instance. View instance. So here my instance is creating and its status is pending. I have already created 2 instances before this, so one is in stop condition and one is in terminated condition. So while it is running, before that we are going to generate public key. open putty chain to generate public key, to generate private key for the key given to us. So in this, click on load, select all files, PhotoSite app that we have downloaded, and save key. Yes, give name. So now it is saved in our local machine. Click on the instance. You can see that here public IP is 3 point this and no elastic IP. So we haven't assigned elastic IP. So when you stop or reboot instance, it will change. So when I am stopping this instance, after stop instance, when I run, it will, this public IP will be changed. So resolves this issue, we use elastic IP and we assign elastic IP to instance. So now it is stopping. My instance is stopped successfully. Now I run this instance. So its status is still pending and it is running. So now we will assign elastic IP to this instance. For that, go under the elastic IP and select that instance. In elastic IP, allocate IP address and allocate IP. It will give you elastic IP with it. So it is my new elastic IP. Select this and associate it with our instance that we have created. So choose instance. I will choose running instance and give it public IP. Allow this elastic IP. So this IP address is assigned to my instance as elastic IP address. So now I'll check that our public IP address is same as elastic IP address. I'll refresh, select instance, and it is same as the public IP. So now this public IP will be not change when you run stop or reboot instance. This will remain same after stopping instance and rebooting instance. So you will not have to change it frequently. Now we will add a security group to instance. In the security group tab, select the wizard that you have created. Here my wizard is wizard 1, not wizard 2, because I have created it last. So select this and in the inbound rule, add rule. Here click on add rule. We will choose custom TCP, assign 3000 port. We are giving access to everyone, so it will be this. So we have given this to launch wizard. Now we are going to connect with server. So first copy IP address and open putty. In this host name, give that IP address. Also give private key that we have generated. And open. So now we are connected to server. We can access server from here. Type Ubuntu. Now run now we have to run some command. That first we have to update. So I have written all command that I need to update this, and also we have to install Docker in the server. So here I will perform the command that are required to install Docker into Ubuntu server. Give yes. So here I have few command left to install Docker, and these all command are available in the link that I have given in the GitHub wiki. So you can access that link, and now Docker is installed. So we have to run last command, that is installation for Docker. So we have done installation. So now it is running Docker installation command. I have missed one character in the above command, that is dash. So now Docker is installed. Now we are checking that Docker is running perfectly. So I have run this command in this and it is running perfectly. So now pull docker container from the Docker hub repository. For that we are going to run command that is this. This is a port number that I have assigned and this is my repository name. I have added $sign, so it says that dollar command is not found. So it is my mistake that I have added. So now enter this and it will pull the whole container image that we have pushed to Docker hub. It takes time to download. So it says that downloaded and it is running on the port number 3000. So now let's check that our application is running or not. So for that, copy the elastic IP that is we have assigned to this server and give port number or and user path. So it takes time. Yep, it is running. So now click on Barak and it will show the photos and comment on pictures. It is working perfectly fine. We can see every user's photo and yes. So now it is on our server and here it is public IP and our path and port number. So yeah, our application is working. Thank you for watching.